And a growing vigilante movement is spreading through social media in Peru. Hundreds of new pages have opened, encouraging residents to take justice into their own hands. CCTV's Dan Collins has the story, and we want to warn you, some viewers may find the following images disturbing.
These images show what can happen to thieves caught in Peru. Justice is swift and brutal. The Chapa tu Choro, or Catch Your Thief movement, is spreading through social media like Facebook, with dozens of new pages posting acts of vigilantism. The videos are going viral, and many say it's a citizen's response to a crime wave that spiraled out of control.
You catch your thief and hand him over to the police, and a short while later they let him go because he's handed over a few banknotes.
Cerro El Pino is a notoriously dangerous neighborhood in downtown Lima. In these maze-like streets, residents say they feel abandoned by the forces of law and order.
There
were so many muggings, residents started to take justice into their own hands. The police never came when we most needed them. They would say they didn't have a car or didn't have enough fuel or would arrive an hour late, so we would catch our criminal and punish him ourselves.
Long before the Catch Your Thief campaign, residents here were issuing street justice. Thieves are chained beneath this sign, which says, "We will burn alive criminals, drug addicts and rapists." Residents here say that warning signs like this are a deterrent. They let thieves know that if caught, rough justice could be meted out mercilessly. But do the means justify the ends? Most Peruvians apparently think so. One opinion poll by El Comercio Ipsos says 60% of Lima residents are in favor of the initiative that promotes catching and beating suspected criminals.
This is totally reprehensible, and unfortunately, if they want to take justice into their own hands, the country's justice system must also judge them.
But some experts say this dangerous vigilante movement is a primal response to a lack of law enforcement.
If you are involved in an environment where thieves gets out of control, people begins to feel some sense of impunity, and they get very angry. And this leads to a cascade that finishing approving and accepting these kinds of behavior.
Meanwhile, new Facebook pages continue to open, encouraging ever more violent responses to crime, with sometimes deadly consequences. Dan Collins, CCTV, Lima.